Hey everybody, welcome to Spikey Saturday number 279 on the Man of Leek. I'm John as always. We're drafting Kaldheim. We've got 7 weeks left of Kaldheim. And what do we got in this pack? Well, the rare's bad. This is not a first pick. This is not really a first pick. Rune Crown's not bad, especially if we can get this back, which we probably won't because people value the runes too highly. Yeah, they're a little bit better than I think some of us thought. But they value them too highly. Once you get a crown, though, they go up in value for sure. And the reason I'm looking at crown is because we have that age-old situation where the commons kind of suck. There's 10 commons that are easy first picks, and none of these are those. Bind tries to get onto that list, but isn't quite there. So I think we're just going to take the crown as a very sad first pick. Pack 2, the rare sucks. None of the commons are any good. We've got a Rimewood Falls if we wanted to go snow. I still think snow is overdrafted and not as good as people think. For every person who drafts, oh, look at all these bombs, there's a bunch of people who just go 0-3 and never post a picture. That said, green-blue is one of my preferred color combinations, and I'm not missing anything else in this pack. And if we get a rune, and the green-blue runes are my 2 favorite runes, so if we get those to go with the crown, I think I'd be pretty happy as well. But I'm not missing anything out of this pack. Nothing at all. Okay, we finally got some good cards. We got a Glimpse, we got a Bergstrider, we got a Feed, we got a Hammer, we got a Rune, which is good here. Iron Verdict even probably makes the top 10 common list, maybe. Now, Rune of Mortality is my least favorite by far. And black is also not typically where I want to be in this draft format. So I'm leaning towards the blue, which would be Bergstrider versus Glimpse, and I think we just take the Glimpse, even though Bergstrider is one of the top 10 for sure. But I think we take a Glimpse, and if we can end up in blue-green giants, which is a thing, it's actually blue-green changelings, but hey, changelings are giants. Or if we end up in red-blue giants, that's also pretty dang cool. But let's take that Glimpse, see where we can go. Back to bad commons, green-white snow duel, a Bind the Monster, a Crush the Weak, which is really good if you're blue-red giants. And I think we might just take the duel. I think we're going to try to stay a little bit open for snow this time around, even though, again, I don't like it. If people are drafting, relatively properly and picking powerful cards, you're not going to get all the powerful cards for your snow deck. If anybody else is trying to do the snow deck, it's not going to work. It's a very shaky thing. But again, I'm in a situation where I just don't think I'm missing much of this pack. I could take the Bind if I definitely thought I was going to be blue. But I don't know that I am. There's a good chance that we're green, splash some colors. Well, now we get some signals. Pick 5 and we're getting a Fall of the Imposter, which is quite good. We're getting a Frostbite, which is fine. Masked Vandal's fine, but I think this is a pretty easy Fall of the Imposter, and I think maybe we're going to look towards green-white now, especially if, coming from this direction, we're going to be getting premium green-white cards like Fall. And that follows up with an Icehide Troll, which is not exactly a green-white card, because green-white doesn't tend to care about snow too much, but we've already got a couple of snow lands. There's a Pick, which is fine. It is not as good as it is in Best of 1. Stop. It's totally fine. I'll play it quite a bit. It is not the Best of 1 All-Star that it is. Or it's not the All-Star that it is in Best of 1. In Best of 3. There's nothing else here that I'm terribly missing, so we'll just take the Icehide Troll. Super late Lindworm, and I think we're in the right color. There's also a Rootless Yew. I want the Lindworm over the Yew, especially as far as signals go, because if I pass an 8th pick Lindworm to Owain here, they're going to go green. Here, they may still go green, but they're going to have to be finding some Lindworms as well. So I think we're going to head into green-white right now. We get a Frost or a Broken Wings. Both are fine. I don't think we're playing this Glimpse. I don't know that we're a Glittering Frost deck. There's a chance that we could still be. We don't have to be green-white just because we have a fall. And we can also splash that. So actually maybe we do take the Glittering Frost and keep ourselves open as green splash stuff. Because we can probably get a Broken Wings if we want one. Well, I don't hate a Raven Wings when I have a Lindworm. If we definitely wanted to push into green-white, we could take a Shield Mate. It's mildly replaceable. But I don't think we know that we're green-white, and I think we are coming up on confident that we're green. And green's going to want a Raven Wings. So let's take that. Stay just a little bit more open. So this pack, I don't like much of what's going on here. We've got a Death Knell Berserker as the best card in the pack. But we've got no interest in playing black. I'm going to take the 20 gems. We get a King Harold's Revenge, which can do some real work in green-white. Again, the black cards are fine. These are actually pretty fine for being this late, but I'm not jumping in on them. The white card's bad, so let's take the Revenge. Maybe we play it. These cards are pretty bad. This one's awful. This one's awful. This one, I guess, works if we do end up green-white, and this one, I love Bounce, and I don't know why I haven't really cared for Depart the Realm. Pretty Late Mist suggest a possibility of jumping back to blue. Yeah, let's just put that person into black. Getting a last pick, playable but not great card, and Carve is a bad card. Okay, so pack 2, we get a Cosmos Charger. We get a Rune of Flight. We get another Lindworm. We get a lot of things here, so I think we take the Cosmos Charger. It's just very high value. Doesn't necessarily make us green-blue. We could easily splash it. But I think that's a relatively easy pick for us here. I do really want a rune to go with our crown, preferably 2. But yeah, let's take that Cosmos Charger. See where we go. We could be green-blue, splash white for the fall. We won't throw away the Warhorn Blast just yet, but we're pretty close. Let's pretend that's a 3-drop. Although, I just put them as 2 drops. They're not a 2-drop, but they are a spend 2 mana on turn 2 thing. So we've got a U versus a Struggle. Struggle is just better. Yes, drawing our Lindworm is great, but Struggle is going to be straight up removal for this deck. Keeps us on green. We don't really have any other direction to think about. Doomscar Titan's quite nice. The Valkyrie is decent, but we're just going to take Struggle, which goes in the 2-drop slot as well. And then we get a bird. And I think that's going to solidify us into green-blue here. It's just such good value. If we still really wanted to push green-white, we could take a Mentor, but I'm going to take the Raven. We're going to go green-blue. Slight Foretell sub-theme. And then we'll see what else we can get our hands on. Another Raven, you bet. Easy peasy. So they're going to go in the 2-drop slot. Let's get rid of that Warhorn Blast. We'll definitely still splash fall. We have the Arctic Tree line. We have a Glittering Frost. We're absolutely playing it. I haven't exactly been keeping an eye out, but I think we're getting cut on the Snowlands, which means somebody over here is snow. We've got a Snakeskin Veil versus, I guess, a Disdainful Stroke or possibly a splashed Narfi. Narfi's not pumping very much at the moment, so I think we're just going to take that Snakeskin Veil and go from there. Yeah, I always like a Snakeskin Veil. Protects very important things like a Lindworm or a Lindworm. I guess a Raven. But yeah, on the stream side of things, I've reached the end of the line with Kaldheim, at least for next week. We will not be playing Kaldheim on Wednesday. We'll be playing Kingdom Death Monster. KDM, it's like KHM. It went over really well on the bonus stream on Tuesday. People really liked it, had very good viewership. I had a lot of fun. And so we're actually going to play that. Take 1 week off of Kaldheim on stream. Blizzard Brawl is a pretty easy pickup here. We've already got perhaps upwards of 4 or 5 snow permanents, and it's just a very good card. There's also a Recluse that I'd be happy with there. Minor OBS crash there, but we got a Litiara Mirror Lake, a couple Depart the Realms, which I'm not looking to play, and then we also just took that Plow, and what else did I take? I took the Guardian Glade Walker. Because it's a 2-drop, it fits in the deck. It's not terribly exciting. There's nothing here that we're going to take. We can take this for signaling purposes, but I think this deck's coming together. Just need to find some bombs, because those are pretty vital to winning in this format. You know, you would think that having a variety of very undercosted 3/3 flyers would be enough, but not typically. Not typically in this format. Doomscar is not what I'm looking for as a bomb. We are already splashing for white, though. And yes, double white's a little risky, but not so much when we have a Glittering Frost. Like, not so much. And I'm not missing this Recluse, this Runashore, or this Raven form. This pack is actually exceptionally bad for us. I guess there's an Elven Bow as well. But I think we just take the Doomscar and we splash it. It's a slightly greedy splash, but I think it's fine. I think it's absolutely fine. Goes with our Minor Foretell theme as well. What's our creature count? 6? It's pretty low. That's pretty low. We might want to try to pop that up a bit. Sculptor is definitely what I want with a couple of Snowlands and a Glittering Frost. And I'm not interested in anything else here. Yeah, so I don't think we're playing anything else. So we're at 18 cards. We need 5 playables, preferably all creatures. Let's hope we get past something good here. We did not. We did not. We've got a snow-covered island, a grizzled outrider, a bind the monster, essentially. And we've got the Raven's Wing, so I guess we're going to take the grizzled outrider here. We're not pressured for lands. Like, yes, it would be really nice with Ice-Hide Troll. And yes, they help out Sculptor of Winter, but I don't think we're super pressed for them that we need to take this island here, whereas we are a little bit pressed for creatures at the moment. We still need to find a rune for this crown, otherwise we are absolutely not playing it, and I think we've got about 1 pick to find that. This pack looks really bad. I guess I read signals utterly wrong in this draft, which is my takeaway of Kaldheim. Signals don't work, and it makes the draft format suck. You can still squeak out wins, but the draft format feels like not what I remember draft being. These are all pretty bad. Can we play a squash? Sure can't. I guess we're on a tapped snowland here. Yeah, let's go with a tapped snow forest. We get past an Egon, or we've got another relevant snowland versus, again, nothing. We're being cut on green-blue pretty hard, I think. Which is wild. Absolutely wild that we're being cut on green-blue like that. Don't try reading signals. It'll just make you angry. We get a Broken Wings, I guess. I guess we get a Broken Wings, and I guess we'll main deck that. Guess we're getting cut on green-blue. Told you, signals don't matter in this format. They're all made up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at 21. I still need at least 1 playable, and I don't think we're playing 18 lands in this deck. We've got a greedy splash, but it's not that greedy. Oh, right. I have a glimpse sitting here. We're probably never recasting it. We've got 2 shapeshifters, but there's a chance. Snow-covered island came back versus a run ashore. I don't think I'm missing the run ashore. Definitely not missing the run ashore. So we still need a playable, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 22. Yes, I still want one playable, so we can take the run ashore here. Again, I would like the snow-covered plains too. But let's take that run ashore. And I think we've got a deck now. It's 9 creatures, which, yes, is low. Arguably even very low. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, I still have Depart the Realm in here. I don't really want that Depart the Realm. We get another Glittering Frost or a Harbinger. So Harbinger helps us cast what? Just the Foretell stuff? Or instants and sorceries? We've got 9 instants and sorceries, and we've got a bunch of Foretell, so I think we can play a Harbinger. And I think we can cut this Depart. We'll take another Harbinger. Maybe it turns out that we just desperately need creatures on the ground really quickly. We are not playing this Ruined Ground. We got ruined on the Ruined Ground. So 28, 6 lands. We still need another card. We could play a second Harbinger, I guess. But yeah, the signals were super weird here. Like, it felt like the entirety of pack 3 we were getting cut on green-blue, and then we got past one of the best green-blue cards in the set. So, I don't know what's going on here. It's nigh on impossible to read these drafts. There's no way I'm going to need a Brine Barrow. I have sided in a null once, and I hated doing it. So I still need a playable, right? So we can play another Glittering Frost. Let's play another Glittering Frost. Let's make sure that we're going to be Doom Scarring for sure. Also helps with our ramp a little bit. Super helps with ramp with a Sculptor. Helps us make sure that Blizzard Brawl's on. By itself, pumps Icehide Troll. All right. We've got some plans. I'm not super stoked on this deck. I think this is a pretty solid example of a Kaldheim draft and the bad experiences that exist within. We don't need 5 white sources. Yes, this is double white, Doomscar, wherever it is. Yes, this is double white, but with 2 Glittering Frosts, it's a single white. So let's cut a couple of those. So that's 3 white sources. And then what's our breakdown? Way more green than blue. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green right now to 5, 6, 7 blue. Well, I hate this friggin' interface. Absolutely hate it. Let's pop in a couple more forests. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 green. 1, 2, 7. 9 green, 7 blue. 3 white. I think that's good. Are we missing anything? No, 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 nope, nope. Definitely nope, nope, nope. Yeah, so Glimpse the Cosmos is just an Anticipate. Unfortunately, we are main decking a Broken Wings. King Harold's Revenge is actually super bad in this deck. I mean, it's not super bad when we've got like a Lindworm that could be gigantic, but I think it's pretty bad. So maybe we do play a Depart. We're going to be a real tempo late game deck, I think. So let's try to be tempo in late game and not get run over by aggro. But yeah, that's my experience with Kaldheim drafts. They are some of the worst. I like when draft is a game that you can win. And this draft feels like it's kind of pick cards, build a deck. And that's not. That's not a game to me, that's an activity. All right. I have noticed a huge uptick in people playing way too many cards in their deck, such as this person. 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. It feels like it's very often 46, which is interesting. This hand's pretty bad, but I mean, that's 9 green sources sitting in our library, right? 33, 9 in the library. I want a green source on turn 3 and 3 draws. That's got to be like 60 plus. A 63% chance to get it. Plus, we could draw blue cards. Yeah, let's keep. Uh-oh, that looks like aggro. Yep. See, we can draw blue cards. This looks like aggro, so we're going to need to, all right, maybe find that Doomscar or have them miss their second land drop. Perhaps for another turn. Well, would you look at that? Let's drop our Raven, pass the turn. And then I guess we're probably just dropping another Raven. Second land. Don't drop the lifelinker, please. I would very much like to race you. Perfect. Green source is nice. We will smash on in for 3. And then I think just drop a bird. Because this is a Morite this turn. Green, blue, blue, 1, 2. Yeah, we get a Morite, so we're gonna have 11 in the air. They're actually dead in 2 turns. Apparently we are the aggro deck. Who knew? Giant Ox. Giant Ox cares not. In for 6. Let's get ourselves lethal in the air. And I don't think they have a way of stopping us. Land bound in gold? Even then, we bounce the bound in gold. I guess land in Demon Bolt? But I do believe they're in trouble. I'm going to hit me for 2. Not even going to think about blocking. It's got to be a Demon Bolt. Maybe an Iron Verdict? There is nothing for a single white that they can find. I don't think. This should be an opponent head explosion. Attack, and especially with the Snakeskin Veil, there's nothing bad going to happen here. Uh-oh. That's a card that apparently exists. It's not going to be enough. And we'll just Snakeskin Veil this Augury Raven so it doesn't die. And now they're going to need like 3 answers. And I don't think they have 3 answers. Wings of the Cosmos. I should have thought about that because I noticed on 17 lands it is now like the 4th most winningest common. Don't look at card win rates. They don't mean what you think they mean. They do not mean what you think they mean. Sure. Welcome to the team, troll. So that was 1 answer. Gonna need 2 more. Gonna need 2 more. Not an answer. It's still 7 in the air. I believe we got it. There we go. Okay, so they are aggro. They're playing too many cards, so they're potentially likely to get mana screwed because there ain't no hand smoother over here in best of 3. But I don't think there's anything we could do about it. We could bring in a Karfi Harbinger over something, maybe over a Broken Wings. We didn't see any flyers. Theoretically, there would be some flyers, and there are artifacts, so maybe we do just keep the Broken Wings in. Um, there's a good chance we just go back in. Yeah, let's just go back in. We have so many ways of interrupting aggro, even though we're not necessarily blocking it. We've got the Doomscar, we've got some bounce. We just need to not get, hyper curved out, and then I think we're decentish. So let's not get hyper curved out, eh? So yeah, I had a not good stream experience on Wednesday with Kaldheim. It was typical Kaldheim, playing a whole bunch of Magic where you did not feel in control of anything that you were doing. Twice I uncontrollably won, and 4 times I uncontrollably lost, which is why we won't be playing it next week. I played once more on Thursday and once more on Friday just to give it a go. On Thursday, it was more of the same, and on Friday, I uncontrollably 3-0'd. So, I don't know. I find the format very, very, very rough. I don't know how much of that is arena, how much of that is the average arena player base. I don't know how much of that is the increased influence of content creators on metas. I don't know how much of that is what, but something is up with this format. And I am not the only one. My local play group has essentially given up on it. They almost all refuse to even play it anymore. Some of the streamers that I watch greatly dislike it. Reddit does not seem to really like it. I saw LSV say that he thinks it's one of the best ever, but, you know, LSV will like any format where he can do dirtily things and often win. All right, we're back in. Opponent has sideboarded. Do we think they went up or down number of cards? They were at 46. I'm going to bet they went up to 49. They're definitely using all the seconds on their clock. Interesting that their clock looks so squished in this particular view. Does it always look like that? Well, it's definitely squanched up there. That shouldn't be that squished. This is what we have to look at while we wait for our opponent, I suppose. Although perhaps they're so best of one that they lost that match and alt F4'd out. 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Ah, they did not go up to 49. This looks like a great hand. We're going to have 2 Ravens on turn 4. And there's more stuff to go. Seems great. Seems great. Mountain and a go. I'm fine with that. If they present aggro, there's a chance we're going to have to drop like a Sculptor. But if they just foretell an effigy, Ox, yeah, we're just going to get a bird going. And then we can actually foretell bird, drop Sculptor. We could also Glade Walker and drop a counter on the Raven. A ring, sure. So yeah, let's drop the Raven, pass the turn. So this coming turn, we're going to have to make a choice. I'm nervous about putting all my eggs in one basket with that Raven. But the only removal we saw from them was a Divine Gambit, which in this case would be very good for us. Okay, they've got to provoke the trolls. Fair, so we are not going to be using the Glade Walker here. We'll foretell and drop a Sculptor. Following turn, we could drop a Lindworm. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we could only drop a Morite, which we will not. So I guess we're just looking at Rimewood, Raven, Gladewalker on the Raven. And then we can follow that up with a Lindworm. And then we can copy the Lindworm. And then we can go to town. Although there's every chance I just want to copy the Raven. Every chance. No attacks with the 06. That's smart. So yeah, let's tap that. Or pop that in tapped. Let's drop the Raven. They have an instant speed effect, I think. We're definitely playing the Gladewalker. And I mean, I guess we have to go in on the Raven, right? Like, we don't really have a choice here. So they have what? Probably a Wings of the Cosmos then, right? That's what we saw last game. Because they definitely have an instant speed effect in hand that could have been cast at any of those opportunities, which would be Wings of the Cosmos. Divine Gambit? Yeah, sure. Totes fine. Hello, Lindworm. Why, thanks. Then I guess we're going to copy a Lindworm. Wow, they had the squash. Wow. All right. We're in mild amounts of not exactly trouble, but also not exactly where I want to be. So I guess we're more writing the Sculptor. And then I guess we are getting in for one. So we could get in for one, or we could play the Raven's Wings. That would mean next turn we pay 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So next turn we would have 4 mana available instead of 2 in exchange for 1 singular point of damage. I think I'd rather have the extra mana left next turn. So let's go like that. And I guess we should do these attacks. There's always a potential misclick. So then we can suit up Sculptor and fly in for 6. We've got them on a 4-turn clock in the air. They're down to 2 cards in hand. They used a lot of removal to get here. 1 card left in hand. I just need to not get blown out by a frickin' Starnheim Unleashed or something. So yeah, so let's suit up the Sculptor. I guess Wings of the... Oh, sorry, it's +1/+0, not +2/+0. So they're on a 4-turn clock. Oh, still a 4-turn clock. I could have come in with everything there, but I was worried about the Wings eating the Gladewalker. Although I guess it would have got it out. In reality, I just clicked too fast. But I thought it sounded better if I had an excuse. So in for 5, they still have an instant speed effect, because I don't think the fact that they can tap the ring is what's causing those pauses. It's just a mana source. So land, and we're still going to assume they have a wing sitting in hand. So I will come on in. Ooh, hello. Yeah. Oh, we don't have white yet. Never mind. Never mind. So let's attack in, see if we get the wings out and they eat the Gladewalker, I guess. It has to be wings, yeah. If they're blocking the Gladewalker instead of the Sculptor. And having the wings out of the way is going to make the Sculptor of Winter that's in the air right now be even more... Oh, open the Omen Paths. Did not expect that. But that's fine. That's fine. 2-turn clock. If all goes to plan, they aren't even going to get all of their replicated rings. Oh. These are such bad cards that are actually going to put a minor stop to us. Now they're back to being on a 4-turn clock because they get to destroy our wings. Hey, I wanted that. Yeah, I don't think we get that fall down this turn. I think we just get in for 2. What'd you draw? Cinderheart Giant. Okay. That's pretty uncool. That's pretty uncool. That's pretty uncool. We're going to lose to so many bad cards. Frostbite. Yeah. Uh-huh. This is not fun. Does it exile? It does exile. Okay. It exiles. That's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. Here's all of our glittering frosts. Perfect. So we're going to have to take another 7 here, but then we're going to get rid of the giant, but then we're just locked into find a creature, I guess. Haggy Mob. Yeah, still significantly in trouble. So I guess we'll take 7. Then we'll exile the giant. And then I guess we'll... No, we won't even trade the Haggy Mob. They'll block with the Ox. So we will pass the turn, flash in the Charger. Again, represent a 2-turn clock. I just need them to miss for a turn here. That Shackles was so good. Goatspell Cleric, sure. Attack me, I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. All right, Cosmos Charger down. Put him on a 2-turn clock. Struggle, awesome. Let's kill the Haggy Mob. Fly on in for 3 and demand they have an answer this turn. Had to fight for that one. Should not have had to, but definitely had to. There we go. There we go. There we go. 1-0. 1-0. Opponent probably newer player, maybe fresh on over from best of 1. It happens. It happens. All right. Let's see if we can replicate that success on into match 2. That was a quick pairing. A very quick pairing. All of our colors, no creatures, sold. It's a perfect hand. Doesn't get any better. Let's go with that. And then I guess we'll foretell struggle, glimmering frost, see where we go from there. 42 cards this time. Snow-covered island, foretell. We'll find creatures. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Draugr, Thought Thief. Alrighty then. Surveilling me. Throwing away my land. Oh no! How will I live without? So let's pop up the planes. That was so helpful. I supremely did not need another land on that draw. Forest. Ah, a fellow banter. All right, so that Stalwart Valkyrie, we're going to be looking to Mists, I believe. Couldn't you have surveilled that away too? Yeah, that's a pass of the turn. Someday we'll find creatures. Someday. At least our Blizzard Brawl is on when that time arrives. The World Tree. World Tree is a surprisingly fine card. Ugh. Alright, now I want to kill the Valkyrie. So we're going to mist the Thought Thief. Because basically if we hit any creature in our deck, they can Blizzard Brawl and kill that Valkyrie. We have to take 4, but so be it. If we just hit a creature, everything's fine. This might be a run-ashore turn just to buy us some time. They're going to get to reset their board up basically the way it is right now, but you know. So top and hand. Library is going to be the Valkyrie. Hand is going to be the Gladewalker. Just got to find a creature. We've got 9 in the deck. 1/3 of our deck is creatures. Very congested today. I wonder if they'll play their Gladewalker to get a counter on their Thought Thief. All right, their lands are multicolored. They got themselves my preview card. And they're going to make it big. They're going to make it a 4/7. They are going to make it a 4/7. 4/7's pretty big. That's pretty big. So we can drop a Grizzled Outrider. And then we can't do much, and unfortunately neither of these are instants, which I don't much care for. So they're going to draw their Angel. They're going to have to pay 4 for their Angel. They're going to have 2 mana to work with. I think we're pretty okay here. I basically need them to not have like a combat trick to buff this Guardian. And we'll have to see if they... Okay, they can still fight. They can still fight, I guess. Please be Land Angel. Awesome. Okay, so what we're going to do here sucks. Oh, wow. That changes a few things. What we're going to do here sucks. But I think we have to fight twice on our Outrider to kill that Guardian. And I guess if we also have a Broken Wings, we fight the Gladewalker. Oh, wait, we have Broken Wings. We can... I've said this before, I'm sure of it. I know what this card does. I hate that it's Broken Wings because why the hell is it also naturalized? It makes me forget constantly based on the name that this is also a naturalized. So we could actually blow up that Bound in Gold as well. But then we die to the Valkyrie. So this is going to be a 6/6, so I can block that Guardian. Okay, so I guess we're going to kill the Valkyrie. So then we have basically infinite blocks for the Guardian. Still very much in trouble. Just miss for a turn, please. Thank you. More lands, hooray. All right. Creatures. We found 1. We've got 8 in 24. 1/3 of our deck is still creatures. Got there. Look at this 1/3. It's amazing. I hate that Broken Wings is a naturalize. If I told you there was a card called Broken Wings and you had never seen it before, you would never guess that it was a naturalize. You would guess it was a plummet, but you would never guess it was a naturalize. We'll pass the turn. We've got so many flyers that would do so well right now. Bears? Okay. Okay. It's not the literal worst. With only 1 shapeshifter. Oh no, that is going to be two 4/4s though, so that is going to kill my outrider. Oh, we're boned. Look at that. Opponent played a bomb. We die. GG. Complex. Super amazing format. I guess we play the Raven out, and we're basically on Find Doomscar this turn, or else. So I guess if we were on Doomscar, we shouldn't have played the Raven out, because I could have blocked, chumped, taken 5. But yeah, we are absolutely on Find Doomscar. 1 out of 21 chance. This game sucked. This game sucked a lot. More lands. Sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lands in our top 20. Fun games of Magic cards. So they're going to kill one thing. So we've got one more turn to find Doomscar. Mm-hmm. We do not have a turn to find Doomscar. That sucked a lot. All right. Well, we faced an opponent with bombs in the deck. They cleverly drafted the format, and we died. Yeah, there's nothing we can do here. Well, we have a number of viable reasons to want. Oh, we already have a depart in the deck. We already have a depart in the deck. I don't know that we want another depart. I mean, we got wrecked by not drawing creatures there, right? We've got 10 creatures in the deck. We should have absolutely found one at some point. In the top half of our deck, having 2 creatures is kind of insane. So let's go back. We'll play first. A creature? Holy moly. A creature that we can protect. Let's pop that down. So we will get to play that holding up Snakeskin. If we find another land in a couple of turns, we can Morite copying the Raven. Go from there. They are also going to foretell, I would suspect, a Raven. Now, did we see their foretold card? It was a Raven, okay. Now, I will willingly trade my Raven here if you want. Boo. They weren't having none of it. We'll probably miss the Raven. Would love to see a fight spell here. They're going to attack in. We're going to miss that up. Let's make this race look much worse. Angel here would be pretty okay because our Snakeskin would still get through it. If they don't play a flying threat, we've got our Morite coming down as a 5/5 Raven. Horizon Seeker, sure thing. That is perfect. So we'll get in for 3. And then we'll go shields down for a turn in exchange for having 8 creatures on the battlefield, or 8 power on the battlefield. So we just need them to not immediately kill both of these things somehow. Bound in Gold would be amazing. Bears is pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Run ashore is going to be amazing here. Let's get in for 8. They'll block the 5. That makes sense. And so on their turn, we are going to bounce their token and probably their Horizon Seeker. But I would strongly prefer to see something else come down so that there's no 4-power creatures left when that bears triggers. Although I guess it targets, right? No, it does not target. It chooses. So Snakeskin ain't protecting us. There we go. So Kinseekers. Actually, Kinseekers is fine. So if we bounce now, they're going to have no 4 powers. They're not going to get a scry. They're not even going to have 3 power here. So let's put this on top and this in your hand. They have a 1 mana instant speed effect here. Wings of the Cosmos. Or is Arena bugging out? The rope was looking very strange there. Oh, I guess they had to choose if they wanted it top or bottom. That's probably what that was. So we can bash in for 8 here. Foretell this. And then I think we've got this one with the snakeskin and the broken wings in hand. So they choose, sure thing, nothing happens. Also, the things are still squished. How long has it been like that? How do they keep screwing up easy things like that? What a wild program and a wild development team Arena is, eh? This game is like 6 months, 7 months? 7 months away, I think, from being 4 years since I started playing it. I started the closed alpha in October of 2017. Oh boy. This seems great. Well, slow. If we can find an untapped land on turn 2, this is amazing. If we can't, it's still pretty dang good. One time untapped land. One time. One time. One time untapped land. Now, what do I want to do with that untapped land? We could foretell the Raven, in which case next turn we're playing the Raven. It's pretty good, and they appear to also probably be playing a Raven. If we play the Sculptor, then next turn we have 3 mana available. That's going to put us behind a little bit too much, I think. Play your Raven. Another untapped land. Untapped land doesn't do anything here for us, though. Surprise, I also have a Raven. What do you know? So untapped land next turn would give us Glimpse and Sculptor. That's not bad. I want the Sculptor down so that we have... Well, tapped land and then untapped land has Morite at the ready. Another Foretell card. Just another Raven, maybe? Yeah, I'm not willing to trade, which I guess gives away that we have no combat trick. But yeah, let's get a Sculptor down. So next turn, we're looking at Morite, copy Raven. And then our Mirror Lake also gets us close to copying the Raven. Very importantly, do not copy your Morite Raven. It is legendary Augury Raven. Copy the non-legendary Augury Raven. Doomscar Oracle. What is this card? I'll take 3. Is it a Mammoth Growth? What is that card? Well, Blizzard Brawl's pretty dang nice to see. But I really want... Oh, we don't have the blue. Oh, we have the blue. We have the blue. All right, so it's Morite, copying the Raven. And then we'll probably Blizzard Brawl that Raven. Let's get in for 3. Now, is that a... That might have been a pause there. Because if that is mammoth growth, I mean, if that is mammoth growth and they use it here to do nothing, I'm pretty okay with that. It's got to be mammoth growth. Or they have a snakeskin veil in hand. They have one green mana. It's a mammoth growth. Use it defensively, that's fine. My thing has indestructible. A-okay. Maya. Okay. That's a bad attack, friend. I don't quite understand how that makes sense. But I'll take it. Boy, howdy will I. Yeah, let's get a Mirror Lake going. Let's get in for 5. And then we'll glimpse ourselves some Cosmos. Well, maybe they've got an Angel in hand. Maybe they've got an Angel in hand. I still don't know that I would have done that, but maybe they've got an Angel in hand. Ooh, I want the Charger and the Outcast, though. But I mean, if their plan is to, like, get an Angel going, then we want the Charger to replace some flyers. Right? Yeah, let's get the Charger going. I can cast this? Is this legitimately letting me cast this? Oh, that's a shapeshifter bird. It's a shapeshifter bird. Cute. Cute. Yeah, let's glimpse again. Fall of the Imposter. Hello. Hello. Let's get a Fall of the Imposter going. Let's pump up this bird. Pass the turn. Next turn, we'll pump up the bird again. Maybe copy the bird again. And then go from there. Opponent is yelling green at me. Makes a 2-2. That's pretty okay. Must have an Angel in hand. That has to be why they threw away that Doomscar Oracle. Cosmos Elixir. Okay, so we need to hit our opponent with a whole lot of damage as quickly as possible. And I guess a way of doing that: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Technically 8 mana. So yeah, this works as long as we keep a blue up. Um, hmm. Is it better to just get a bird going? I don't think we need the bird as badly. So we are going to foretell. We need to make sure a blue stays up. So let's go green, green, Raven Wings. Green, green, white. Attach Raven Wings to, haha, the Raven. Fly in for 11. Demand blocks. Deal 11. Pass the turn, and with Sculptor, we can drop a Cosmos Charger, all flashy like, and that's going to kill them. I mean, they're dead right now, anyways. Kinseekers still makes them dead right now, anyways, especially because we're killing that bird. I think our opponent is dead, anyways. They're dead. We did it. 2-0. 2-0. 2-0. Let's see if we can get the old 3-0. Back-to-back 3-0s would be good. And again, as much as I hate this format, on week 1, 2, 3, 4, on week 4 of this format, I have more trophies than I had at the end of Zendikar Rising. I'm sitting on 13? 13 3-0s? Ugh. I had to clear my cache for work. And so now I'm not logged into anything. And I shouldn't have cleared my cache because it was obviously a server-side issue. Kaldheim, traditional, 11 trophies. No, 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 no. I had more than that. I had 12. Weird. 17 lands claims I have 11, and I'm pretty sure I had 12. We're going to say I had 12. Playing first. This seems fine. Opponent in the finals playing 40 lands. They don't know the meta. They don't know the meta. What does Sculptor do for us? Sculptor gives us that Raven next turn. Has a body on the ground. Seems good. Another tapped land. Perfect. So boop, badoop, 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 and bloop. If we get an untapped land, we've got an Outrider coming up. If we don't, we've got a Raven's Wings holding up a Snakeskin Veil, which is fine. That Recluse is pretty gross. That Recluse is very gross. Not drawing a land there is very gross. So let's foretell our struggle, I suppose. Opponent appears to be on 5-color no snow. There's some snow. So these 5-color decks can be brutally punished when their mana is not perfect. And then, of course, when their mana is perfect, you get brutally punished by Magic. Another 2/2 down. Still not in dire straits here. So this is Rune of Might. Okay. Okay. Getting gross. Getting gross. Just gonna put it out there. Getting gross. Getting freaking gross. I guess we're gonna fight that Berserker. They're gonna get to replace it, but at least we get rid of that 3/3. And we make our Raven a little bit scarier. And then I guess this Sculptor is free to come in. No, because there's a token there that I forgot they had, but they're afraid of it now. We got them. Curter, okay. Pretty good. So we are attacking with everything that we must. So I guess we can tap the Sculptor so that we don't have to lose it. So let's go boop, boop, boop. And then use that mana to cast a Raven's Wings. Fly in for 4 because we have to. And then we'll make our Raven into a 5/5. Kill the spider. And still be in a lot of trouble, but we'll see. We'll see. They missed a land drop that turn, I think. So we've got a chance to catch up. They're on a 3-turn clock in the air if we do nothing but fly in and they just politely don't do anything to us. Pick is going to help their mana. I think they're going to 7 me here. They are going to 7 me. Sculptor, sure. All right, so we can Lindworm and fly in for 5. And that puts them dead next turn if they don't answer the Lindworm and the Raven. Because Follow the Imposter, get a counter on one of them, Raven's Wings the Lindworm, and they're taking 13. So we need to see a tap out here and not interacting with my Wings, my Lindworm, or my Raven. Green. Pick. Down to 3 mana. Looks like we're going to get a fight, though. Oh, Blizzard Brawl 2. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. Well, we had our door to victory there. a little bit slammed shut. They're going to come in for 8, drop us to 9. Welcome to Kaldheim, folks. They played bombs. We don't get to play. We lose. It was close until they played absolutely unbalanced, unreasonable cards. Good job, Watsy. You're real good at designing your sets. You're real good at it. So there's probably no point in showing them anything else here. I guess we have one turn to draw Doomscar. So we are going to play a fall, suit up the sculptor, equip the sculptor. Lock 2, 4, 6, 7. Well, come in for 5 if they have removal. Cool, we die. So if we had put Raven's Wings on the Raven instead, they would have been at 7. So we actually had an out there, I think. We had a secondary out. It's still an incredibly unlikely out. Like, it's banking on them having literally no interaction. But if we had put the Raven's Wings on the Raven, they would have been at 7. It would have been a 6-5. Next turn, it would have been a 7-5. And it would have been lethal. It requires them to have literally 0 interaction. But it would have been smart to do. No. Don't you dare tap yourself. So we block here. We take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we're still just dead anyways. But this would have been a 3-3. Yeah, we probably misplayed there. Again, it requires them to have literally stone nothing in their hand, which I'm not going to put them on actually having stone nothing. But that would have been a slightly better out. So for those of you in the YouTube comments yelling at me, shut up. Okay. They're pretty aggro, despite being 4 color. Ha ha ha, gonna play the bombs of Kaldheim deck. So let's go back in, see if they don't draw their bombs, I guess, but this is Kaldheim. You're not in control of your wins or losses. I can't wait for this format to be dead and in the ground. Oh, look, this card finally showed up with white mana. So we'll keep. See if we can get them to maybe overcommit a little bit. See if we don't just get stuck on 2 lands. Because that's a thing that could happen. That's a thing that could definitely happen. Oof. Okay. We don't want to play too many creatures out. But we'll start to look at it. Although I guess we can't play Augury Raven without blue, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess I'll put this one in too. Pass the turn. That's what they name on this. Blue. So they are 4 colors. Gonna hit me. You got it. I will say, for the millionth time, the arena economy needs to have some sort of reworking, in some way be more forgiving. It's unreasonable that 2-1ing loses you as much cash as it does. I guess we're going to go Gladewalker and miss another land drop. Welcome to the world, little 2-2. Perhaps we'll make you a 3-3. Perhaps. Rune of Might. Uh-huh. Can I just get a blue sorcerer, please? Like, frickin' please? Sculptor, sure. Oh, white source, hooray. Guess we'll drop a fall. Pump up the Gladewalker. No attacks. This format's unreasonable. And I mean, like, most of our wins were pretty unreasonable too, so don't get all grumpy thinking that I only dislike formats when I lose. Like I said, this is my most successful format in a very long time. And I'm still deeply not enjoying it. Please play one more creature for me. Still no blue sources. Love it. Submit 0. Land, Doomscar, House the turn. I guess we could foretold that Depart the Realm. None of it matters. Sure. 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 Pass the turn. Drop a Raven. Mm-hmm. 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 This format's garbage. Sure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Pretty good. Guess I'll blow it up. Pretty good. Mm-hmm. Go to 1 here. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, we'll see if I continue Spiky Saturday through Kaldheim. This format is absolute garbage. It's some of the least fun I've ever had in my life. And again, I will repeat for the millionth time. It's been one of my most successful ever. But it is no fun winning or losing in this format. It is balmy, unbalanced, and makes me terrified for future WotC design decisions. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know. Find me over on Twitch. Again, this coming week, we're going to be playing Kingdom Death Monster because, my God, did we all have fun with that on Tuesday. And my God, did we not have fun with Kaldheim on Wednesday. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you all next time.